Chapter 1. Her face still haunted his mind, as if she wanted to continue to torture him, even from a distance. It had been almost 4 years since Caleb saw Athena, the one who was once his everything. Everything about her still haunted him from time to time. He could even still smell the scent of her vanilla perfume. He wanted to forget her. He really did. But he could not stop thinking about her, and he didn't understand why, after everything that had happened. Even after he moved on with someone new, the memory of her never truly faded as he had to pick up the pieces of his broken heart. It took a while, but he finally managed to settle down with his now-fiancée, Lily. "Ido?" Caleb asked and chuckled softly, turning to face her. "Yes, I was starting to worry." He blinked at her response, slightly confused. "You have a bad habit of zoning out." He laughed. "Why would you worry about me? You look like someone had smashed your heart into a million pieces, so I got concerned." "Concerned? Why would you be concerned?" Caleb asked, furrowing his eyebrows. "If you were suddenly getting cold feet." "Why would I get cold feet?" "Because we just got engaged last week." "Do I have cold feet?" Caleb responded and chuckled, slowly shaking his head. "Never." "You sure about that?" Lily asked, raising an eyebrow at him as if she were not convinced by his answer. "She's not buying it. Say something, you moron." Caleb blinked, trying to think a good answer. "Well," Lily insisted with annoyance in her voice, crossing her arms together. "Of course," he responded. She gave him an unconvinced look as she lowered her arms. She was clearly getting more annoyed with him, and he knew he had to fix it quickly. "Lily," he softly sighed, took her hands lightly, and smiled at her. "I asked you to marry me, and I don't regret that one bit." "Are you sure?" "Yeah, I just zoned out." "Well, good. You are not getting rid of me that easily," Lily said, pulling away from his hands, and got closer to the mirror and checked to make sure her hair and makeup were perfect. She took pride in her looks and would throw a fit if one strand of hair was out of place. Her makeup had to be perfect. It couldn't be cakey, otherwise she refused to leave the apartment. "I don't want to. By the way, we have to cancel our dinner plans tonight. The girls and I are going out." "Going where?" "We're having a girls' night, silly," she quickly answered, still staring at herself in the mirror. He stared at her in confusion as she still looked at herself. Lily had never wanted to cancel a dinner date before, but he figured she needed a girls' night to have fun. "They wanted to celebrate our engagement. Sorry, it's last minute," Lily added and grabbed her dark purple scrunchie from her wrist and tied her curly, dirty blonde hair in a messy bun. "Is it a bachelorette party?" "No, it's just a girls' night. Why?" "I was just a skin. Do you want to follow me to make sure?" Lily shot at him, glaring at him with her light brown eyes. Caleb stood there feeling a little confused as his full lips parted as he tried to figure out what the right thing to say was in response. He didn't understand the change in her tone and why she seemed bothered by what he said. It was as if there was a switch in her brain. She had never snapped like that before, and it took him by surprise. "Did I do something wrong?" Caleb thought to himself. "No, I was just curious." Caleb finally answered in a soft murmur and frowned at her. He noticed how weird she was behaving. She wasn't on trial, so why did she act like she was? "I feel as though I'm being questioned." Her tone was sharp cold. "I'm sorry, I just want you to have a good time." She didn't respond as he frowned at her, and he quickly felt defeated. He felt guilty for asking her. His stomach was twisted in knots. He felt defeated, confused, and hurt as he kept his eyes on her. She continued to look at and groom herself. Caleb didn't know what to say to make her feel any better, and he felt helpless as he tried to think of good apologies in his mind that didn't come out as douchey. But he couldn't think of a good one at all as his mind went blank. But he knew he had to think of something quick before she gave him the silent treatment for a month. "I really am sorry I made you feel like I was grilling you," Caleb said, breaking the awkward silence. "I forgive you," she sighed in defeat as she smiled weakly. "I've been stressed with wedding planning." "Well, maybe I can help take the—" "No," she hissed, shaking her head. "You know, I want to make sure everything is perfect. I would just rather work with the wedding planner. But can I help in any way?" "No, you'll just get in my way." He sighed in defeat and frowned at her words. Those words stung more than any bee could, and he felt like a child getting in Mom's way as she was cooking dinner. "Besides, you'll hate it. All men do," Lily said, ignoring him as she let out a soft laugh. He forced a warm smile. It's all right. I trust your judgment. Good, because unlike you, I have style. I'm sorry. I just want to help as best as I can. It's okay. I just need a night to relax and have fun, Lily added, turning to face him again. I hope you have fun, Caleb responded, smiling weakly at her as he slowly rubbed her arms. Thanks. Sorry I let them plan this last minute. It's okay, I understand. But you get to meet the wedding planner in 2 days. Oh, really? Yes, because she's going to be there while we try out cake tasting. How'd you find her anyways? Davina found her, said she was the best of the best. He smiled softly at her and said, Well, I can't wait to meet her. Do you have to go to the tux shop tomorrow? Yeah, Yago and I are both going there, Caleb asked and chuckled. What time? At 11. Then I'd get up early tomorrow and get ready if I were you, she said and gave a quick nod. Don't want to be late, do we? No, he chuckled and looked at his clock hanging up on the wall in front of him. I'll go to bed early tonight.